Good morning again, YouTube. This is LA Prepper, still alive and well. Been excuse me, that sounded gross. Been a little under the weather, but all things considered, it's a good day to be alive. So, looking at some of my subscribers here, some of the videos they're talking about, and I'm going to do kind of a video response to Another Overtaxed Tax Payer. I don't know why it's hard for me to say that. He is a bit of a silver stacker, and I'm smirking because it's kind of like, I guess I'm smirking because of what sort of, of the naysayers out there, of all the silver trolls, if you will. Which is a funny term in and of itself, because I think classically trolls like, jewels and things like that. So, but anyways, what do I think about silver? And let's extend that to what do I think about precious metals, I think the same arguments you make on silver, you can make on platinum and gold and, anything that's a precious or somewhat rare earth, metal. What do I think about silver? Well, first of all, what I think doesn't really matter. I'm just one guy. The important question is, what does everyone else think about silver? And how long have people thought it about silver? Silver has been a precious metal for a very long time. I don't even know how many hundreds or thousands of years, but let's see if I can find something in Wikipedia here. Long been valued, yes. Well, but how long? How long has it been valued? History. One of the 7 metals of antiquity that were known to prehistoric humans and whose discovery is thus lost to history. Fascinating. Silver was more expensive than gold in Egypt until around 15th century BC. So that's about 3,500 years ago. So, bottom line, for at least 3,000 years, silver has been valuable. Now, that has been through multiple civilizations across multiple continents, the rise and fall of multiple empires. Silver has been valuable. So, I'm not really sure where the argument, a lot of people say silly things like, well, you can't eat silver. Well, you can't eat a dollar bill either, but that's not really the point of a dollar, is it? Now, fiat currency is not the same thing as, a precious metal, and not all paper currency is fiat currency. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but at any rate, no, you can't eat silver. It's true. You also can't eat a bullet. You can't eat a first aid kit. You can't eat a lighter. You can't eat a fire starter. You can't eat a there's a lot of things you can't eat, but that doesn't mean that they don't have value. So even if you're not planning on using silver for some of its industrial purposes, the bottom line is people have been valuing silver for a very, very long time. Does it make sense? Maybe not. Why do we like shiny stuff? Are we just a bunch of raccoons? Raccoons really like shiny stuff. I don't know what that book was, Shiloh or Where the Red Fern Grows or something, but there was a book, we read as a kid about this guy, this kid, and he's trying to teach his raccoon dog how to hunt raccoons, and they have to catch a raccoon to do this, but because they don't have the raccoon dog, they have to set up this trap in a log with the nails and a little shiny thing in there, and the dad tells the kid, like, look, this isn't really, we're not going to catch a raccoon more than once like this because it's not really fair because they really can't resist. They just can't resist. They won't let go. They'll reach in, they'll make a fist, and they can't get out. So it's sort of unfair to the poor little raccoon. Um, so, anyways, are we just a bunch of raccoons that like shiny stuff? Why do we like gold? Gold can be used for a lot of industrial reasons beyond just making, jewelry, just sort of more cosmetic. Um, does it make any logical sense that we should like shiny metals? Why don't we just trade shells? Why don't we trade obsidian or precious rocks? Which are also minerals. But why is it shiny elemental gold? Is it because it's easy to make jewelry out of? People like jewelry. Um, so I give you that question. People have been valuing it for 3,000 years, other precious metals too. Um, and that's not because necessarily of its purpose, it's because of its sort of universal demand. People want silver because they know everyone else wants silver. Even if I'm a goat herder, I would still want silver because if I wanted to buy more goats, if I wanted to buy feed for my goats, if I wanted to sell goats, let's say, am I going to say, no, I don't want silver because you can't eat silver when I know that the guy who sells goat feed takes silver? I know that the guy who is, maybe there's a local, probably not like when you're a farmer, you kind of take care of your own animal stock, but maybe there's a goat medicine professional who's even like the goat healer or something, I don't know. Maybe he takes silver. Maybe your goat does some damage or your sheep do damage in somebody else's farm. And he says, look, give me 5 pieces of silver and we'll call it even. Maybe he doesn't even want goats. You offer him goats or whatever, So it's not always about what you, the person, can do with silver. And not even everyone else has to be willing to accept or use your silver. Even if 50 out of 100 people or 25 out of 100 people will accept your silver, and the other 75 out of 100 say, well, I can't eat silver, go to hell. Do you think 25% of the population is enough to barter with? Not everyone's going to want your bullets. Not everyone's going to want your skills. I was talking in the last video about, what if you had an electric chainsaw? What if you had an electric welding machine? You say, I'm going to barter by welding stuff. Not everyone needs stuff welded. So no matter what your long-term WRL currency is, if it's cash, if it's silver, if it's skills, good reason to diversify is that not everyone, even if you're offering first aid or, unless you're offering like food or water or power, which would be good things to be able to provide or sell or barter or something, not everyone is going to want, need, care, or have, any thoughts towards a service that you offer. So, do I stack silver presently? I don't presently. It's not, you pay a lot of fees trying to trade it in pre-WROL. If I buy an ounce of silver for, I don't know, $40 plus shipping, if I go try to sell it down the street, the guy might only give me $30 for it or $25 for it because he wants to sell it and make a profit. So if you try to do business in silver, unless you kind of do like individual bartering, like if you're a prepper and you find another guy that's cool with silver, you trade him some silver for a gun or something or whatever, you might be able to get closer to your value in silver. But I think you're going to be able to get better value for silver in WROL, when you're trying to barter in non-conventional things. Because these days people can just go to the store and use dollars and they don't really have there's not really any need for them to barter. So should you stack silver? I'll just say this. It is probably a good idea to have a variety of items that you can barter with and or that you can use as currency. Whether it's, I've seen people talk about alcohol and cigarettes to seeds, bullets, food, water, precious metals, tools. Doesn't really matter specifically what it is. Something that a lot of people can benefit from would be good. Even if, it's just batteries, AA batteries. You want to be the battery guy. You will be popular in your community if you're the battery guy. Maybe too popular. So thanks for watching. I just thought I would give my 2 cents on silver. I would love some silver. I should probably buy some silver. You know, most of my currency saved up right now is in cash. I'm a pretty firm believer that, you know, they're not going to be printing more cash, and cash isn't going to be in greater circulation. So just as far as supply and demand, even though in post WR, you know, in WRL, there's not going to be like an official economy, there will be commerce going on. And since we're not going to be printing more dollars, I feel like they're going to be probably actually we'll have some deflation. I feel like the dollar will actually get more valuable because people know that they're going to be in limited supply. We might see some huge deflation in the dollar, which would be a really fascinating thing. So without further ado, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about silver, what you think about precious metals, and what you're planning on doing to barter for the future. Take care. Bye.